Washington's faith leaders have rounded on the state government's euthanasia legislation, delivering to Premier Mark McGowan and MPs an open letter labeling the proposed laws government-endorsed suicide. Signed jointly by Islamic, Jewish, Sikh and Christian leaders. The letter details the reasons why their faith communities are opposing the legislation. Human dignity is honored in living life, not in taking it, the letter said. Even though an act to actively terminate an ill person's life may be motivated by a sense of compassion, true compassion motivates us to remain with those who are dying, understanding and supporting them through their time of need, rather than simply acceding to a request to have their life terminated. It is right to seek to eliminate pain, but never right to eliminate the person. Actively terminating a person's life represents the abandonment of those who are in greatest need of our care and support. The signatories to the letter, which include the Catholic and Anglican Archbishops of Perth, Perth's Chief Rabbi, Islamic Council presidents and the president of Washington's Sikh Association, called on MPs to reject legislation which would give legal sanction to a doctor assisting a person to commit suicide and undermine trust in doctors. When actively terminating one's life is an ever-present, even if unspoken option, how long will it be before the option becomes an expectation, especially when it is a treatment option that a doctor can suggest to a patient, as is proposed in the bill? They said. The letter said the proposed legislation would send a confused message to the community about suicide when nearly one person a day opts for suicide as the solution to their suffering. Suicide is a tragedy that impacts not just the person whose life is lost, but also their family and community, the faith leaders said. It would be counterproductive to legally endorse any form of suicide when our governments and community groups are working so hard to persuade others that it is not a solution to take their own life. The letter was co-signed by 14 faith leaders, including Archbishop of Perth Timothy Costello, the Anglican Archbishop of Perth Kate Goolsworthy, Perth Chief Rabbi Daniel Eerdman, Sikh Association President Prem Singh Judge, and Australian Federation of Islamic Councils President Rateb Jneed. They urged MPs to vote against the euthanasia bill, which the state parliament is debating. We conclude that the Voluntary Assisted Dying Bill 2019 can only be supported if we believe some lives are not worth living, a position we categorically reject, they said.